Hey guys, I'm back, and with me I have a friend, actually, just to provide interesting debates, because as you noticed from Kevin, he did not exactly. Well, okay. Hello. Hello?
Hello.
It's okay. It's a commentary. It's not like.
Okay, no, I know. Okay,
Alright. It's not like an
I
interview or
know.
something. Alright?
Just
Okay.
talk.
Hello. So, first controversial issue. Let's just go with one that's not quite so awkward. We'll move for that one later, because I feel like probably having you getting used to actually being like, whatever. So, first question, or controversial topic, Facebook. What do you think about Facebook?
I think that Facebook is good for people who are old and in their 50s who want to catch up with people from their 20s. But I think that it's sort of an antisocial network for anyone else, because if you're oh, I have 1,000 friends on Facebook, but then you never talk to people, like real people, and you never hang out with people, then you're sort of being antisocial. So it's sort of it doesn't help you with your relationships and your friendships. So I think it's bad. And I don't really understand the point of it besides catching up with old people and finding people that you might know and that sort of thing. But that's for older people who've had lives first.
We've
So yeah.
already had lives and don't need to waste theirs. Well, I I wouldn't say that Facebook is altogether terrible. Like, I don't. I guess okay. I'm not a big fan of the idea of Facebook because there are so many bad things that come of it. Like, like you were saying, the people who are like, "Ooh, I have 3,000 friends on Facebook," and they've never actually talked to someone for like a year or two. That is, for lack of a better term, very ironic. And so,
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever seen the South Park episode about Facebook?
No.
There's this. Oh crap! Crashed. All right, give it a second. Sorry, we'll have to pause every so often. All right, I'm back. What the heck? The sign. Wow! I stole your stuff, faggots. Lock your chest next time, loser.
That's not
Interest.
very nice.
No, it is not. It's very interesantes. Okay, so anyway, we were saying there's this one guy who has zero friends on Facebook, and he one guy friends him, and he his life is completed, and everything's gonna be fine. It's really ridiculous.
That's that's really stupid. I mean, I do understand the point of it, finding people you used to know and that sort of thing. But for kids, yeah, if you're really popular and you want to have a bunch of Facebook friends just so you can be popular, yeah. But I mean, actually really caring about having about your Facebook and always being on there, then when you have friends over, you're always on there, and then your friends don't like you as much, and it's just not cool, because then you get addicted to it, but in a bad way, and then it's bad for teenagers because
Yeah,
they're really
getting
busy.
getting addicted to Facebook is one of the saddest things you can do.
Exactly.
Or well, I guess it's not sad. It's a little bit pathetic, but I guess sad wouldn't be the right word for it. So, guys, right now I'm just poking around this dude's house because I saw that he grew trees here earlier, and so I'm trying to figure out how. So, anyway, I guess all in all, if you don't get carried away with it, it can actually be a good tool. And
Exactly.
there are YouTube people who ooh, there are YouTube people who just what's the word for it? There are YouTube people who just um why can I why do I always lose my train of thought? Who use it for updates of their videos, and I think that's almost exploiting it, cuz if you're just using this social network so that you can so that you can advertise your channel. I think that's kind of stupid. I mean, that's doing the G Unit thing, and really that's just kind of terrible. But um, besides that, having never like truly used it to its full potential, I can't really say for certain how whether
I
it
mean, like, it's like, I think it's like, if you don't get carried away, it's fine. But it's like there's such a thin line between being carried away and not being carried away that, like, everyone eventually crosses it. And it's like, but then it's like really, really hard to go back because then, like, you really care a lot all the time and you always have to change your status and that sort of thing. And then it's just, and then that's bad. But I think that, like, I think that I don't like it that much, and that's just how I feel. So yeah.
Hey, okay. Well, I guess I gotta agree with you there. If you don't take it to the max, then you've probably already won the
Yeah.
gift of life or something.
Okay.
Michael sang. It's Michael from. Oh. Okay, now hold on. How do you? Oh, he can only grow it on grass or something? I don't get. Okay, hold on one second. I gotta accept a friend with oh wait, no, I don't think I want to do that actually because knowing Michael sang, I'm gonna be on the phone with him for a long time. So NVM. Okay. Did I really just use text talk? So I guess that's kind of a dry topic, I suppose, because neither of us have really used Facebook that much, but I figured since at least I know that I used to hate it with a passion. Now, I mean, like,
I
okay.
still hate it with a passion, and I always will.
You just keep telling yourself that. No, I'm kidding.
Quiet.
There's this guy at my school, at my old school, View Ridge, named Sam Bagwandin. Now, this guy was one of those dudes who's, like, extremely tough, knows all these martial arts, blah 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 blah, and he was a good friend to me for a long time. And then he moved off to Texas. He's not the only one who's been a really close friend of mine and has moved away. Hold on one sec. Minecraft crashed again. It's the problem with Minecraft is that. Okay, I'm back again. Stupid Minecraft keeps crashing. I am not a fan of said crashing Minecraft. What the heck? Where am I?
You're breaking up again.
Uh-huh. She thinks
Okay.
I care. No, I'm kidding. Well, my stuff is probably gone. Oh well. Alright, so what was I saying? Can you hear me?
No, you're still like. I can hear parts of what you're saying. I'm sorry. I really am.
I can't help but feeling like it must be your phone because, well, because I can hear you just.
Okay. I can't switch phones though, and I don't know if that would help or anything. But
I don't think it would exactly, but I'm pretty.
now I can hear you.
Oh, well, that's nice. All right. Well, fine. Get me going on a solution and then tell me it's fine. No,
No, it's still,
I know.
like, weird, but
Well, it's going to be very finicky. So we were talking about Facebook, and then we sort of got. Oh yeah, we were going to move on to the other topic. Just let me know if you start to not be able to.
going crazy again. I don't know.
I hate audio right now. Why must the audio
Okay,
gods?
you know what? I will try my cell phone. Like, if that is okay. Is that okay? Because
Yeah. By the way, I think
it's.
it's. And we're back again. I feel like some sort of like newscaster. And we're back with news of the thingamabobber that happened yesterday.
Okay, be quiet. Don't do
Okay.
that.
Okay. So, about that there Facebook, except for we sort of finished talking about that already. So, well, let's move on to the awkward topic, shall we?
Okay.
Okay. So, do you think that people should have sex before they're married?
I think that in general, like, just putting this out there, that it's like a personal, like, decision and everything, and that like I may have my opinions about that, but like everyone's situation is like different, so it's like I'm not like saying anything bad against people who like
Who
do
do?
or don't or whatever. So yeah, but
Now that you're done with your disclaimer,
I think that for me personally,
you can.
I don't want to do that because I don't trust people that much. But that's just me. So, what do you think?
Well, I'm going to start it off by saying the way I was going to the way I wanted to phrase the question was before you're 18, because in my opinion, marriage has very little to do with the whole operation of insertion. Just saying.
You are disgusting.
I love to do that. Anyway.
No, I mean, like, I think that marriage is like a better thing because marriage is like, because for me it's about like the trust and the promise and all that and being like, and because I know guys don't care as much about that, but girls sort of do. But
that's why I figured you would be the best one to ask about that. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, fine. But like I think that like for me, I would at least want to wait until I was 18. But you can answer your question
okay, the way
okay?
All right, so the way that I look at it is completely different. Now, by the way, for the record of those watching who are like, I don't know, I would have trouble believing that anyone in their 20s would be watching this, but someone in there who is older than me watching this, I do not think that my opinion is more valid than yours, son. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever. My opinion is no more valid than yours, especially because I have not done said insertion process. I'm sorry. I just.
Call it sex, okay? I am the girl here.
Okay, whatever. So, anyway,
your opinion?
My opinion is that it completely relies on the situation, and it totally has to do with the other person, because how do I put this lightly? I don't really care whether I'm going to do that before I'm 18 before I'm married or 18. One, I think marriage has very little to do with it for me because people tend to I don't know. There are said ways of preventing long-term. What's the word for it? I'm trying to put this as. Oh, long-term. Yeah, that would basically. Long-term consequences. There are ways of preventing said long-term consequence. So I don't think that the trust issue is as much for me. But then again, I'm also just a guy. I guess besides that. Yeah.
Okay, well, I agree with I was trying to say it, but I didn't really say it. But I agree with the whole it has to do with the situation because I don't know like for me because it has a lot to do with trust. Like if I found someone that I really trust, and I think my whole deal is it has to do with the situation, and if you're in a loving, committed relationship, it's okay. And I mean I feel bad about saying this. But
go ahead.
Yes, I would feel a lot more safer waiting until I was 18 or married. But probably in reality, if said situations came up, I probably would not think about that or really care. So I feel bad about saying that because I'm a girl and I'm supposed to be oh, we'll be good little girls and everything, but I don't really feel like doing that. So yeah.
Well, okay. So here's the other thing: is that
and it has to do with the other person.
Of
totally.
course, yeah. And I guess the other big thing is to think about how society makes you think about it, because the way America is basically a lot of America anyway comes from the Puritans and or early settlements of the Puritans, and for some reason we are now a sex-fearing nation, and it doesn't make much sense to me. But
yeah,
I mean, think about it. Like that is the